In this video, we're gonna be talking about how to go faster on YouTube this year, and specifically 11 of the biggest mistakes that we see people make on YouTube and how to fix them so you can speed up your growth.
Welcome to Video Influencers. If you're new to this channel, consider subscribing. We have weekly tips and tricks videos as well as interviews with some of the top influencers on this platform. So hit that like button, leave us a comment, let us know where you guys are watching. We're excited. Sean, what are we going to be talking about today?
We're talking all about how to grow faster on YouTube. I'm sure you want to know how can you get more subscribers, how can you get more views, but also what are the things that could be holding your growth back? We've got 11 mistakes and how to fix them, so let's dive into number one.
Bam! Number one, your intros are too long. You know, the thing is, you want to get right to the point. We see a lot of creators making this mistake where they're waiting like 2 or 3 minutes, and you're going to lose the attention of the viewer. So it's so important to get right to the point. As you guys saw, our intro is nice and tight, and we're getting right into the information that you're looking for when you search videos.
Absolutely. And another mistake people make with the long intros is sometimes they put a bumper right up front. You know, the intro with the music and the graphics and the name. You should usually start on camera because YouTube is people connecting with people. They want to see you first, then maybe drop an intro. And on Video Influencers and a lot of the people that we work with, a lot of times we'll do a hook right at the beginning, then drop a branded bumper and then get into the content. A big mistake is having a 30-second bumper right up front, wasting people's time before getting straight to it.
Boom! Mistake number two, weak titles. Man, it is so important. This is like basic 101 stuff, but people sometimes forget how important the title is for two reasons. Number one, that is what's informing them of what's in the video. But secondly, the Google machine is looking at that title and putting a lot of weight on what's in there to determine if it matches up with people's search queries for videos.
Yeah, and when it comes to mistakes with titles, we see a lot of people sometimes lead with like a show name. Now keep this in mind, YouTube is a search engine, so if the beginning of your title is Sammy's Vlog episode 20, no one's looking for that. They don't know you yet, Sammy. Like, they're not sure who you are. So think about titles that can be found in search, and think about titles that are positioned to add value to the viewer first. If you're gonna include a show name, put it at the end, not at the beginning of your title.
Bam! Mistake number three, weak thumbnails. You guys, just like titles, thumbnails are so important to grab people's attention. And remember, maybe almost more important because it's the visual. If you guys notice on our thumbnails, which by the way, copy it all you want, we have dope pictures, we always have text, and they're bright, colorful, and they grab the attention. And probably more importantly, they're relevant to the title or the subject matter of what's inside of the content, you guys. So you guys, we're so adamant on not just having those titles good, but those thumbnails. And you know what? Sean actually takes time to make those visuals work really well to grab your attention.
Absolutely. Thumbnails are so important, and more as they recently released the new YouTube analytics that are showing you your impressions, your click-through rates. It matters more than ever before. Think about people in their subscription feed. They're going through, they're looking for, next content to click on. You want your thumbnails to be clickable, attention-grabbing, thought-provoking, like not really revealing everything, using a little bit of curiosity marketing, trying to kind of get people into it so they click through. And remember, all your thumbnail needs to do is inspire that click. It just needs to be kind of a seed, a teasing of what's coming up. You don't want to reveal everything because if someone goes, man, what is that? And they click it, that's the goal when it comes to your thumbnails.
Boom. Mistake number four, lazy descriptions. Lazy descriptions, you guys. So this is the thing, you guys. Just important as the title, as the thumbnail. Make sure you put information in that description because not only is that how people's gonna know what's inside the video or if they want more information, but again, the Google AI is gonna look at all the terms, all the words, the phrases that are in there to determine if it's the right video for people that are looking for that type of content.
Yeah, and I see this all the time. I see descriptions that have nothing in the description, or I see just weak descriptions. They just have one sentence or something like that. And there's actually a great tool that we recommend called Vid Iq that will give you a scorecard. It'll actually talk about if you have enough amount of content and enough keywords and things like that in your description. So we could talk about that in a future video. But when you've put all of this energy into creating some great content, some great videos, you don't want to cut corners here. Like when it comes to your title, your thumbnail, your descriptions, take the time. It's not super sexy, it's not glamorous, it's not like super fun, but your content, the videos you created, you owe it to your content to do your best job, to do this right so more people see it.
Boom. Next up, number 5 weakness is weak content. You guys, this is YouTube. It's all about the video. It's all about the content. Are you adding value to somebody's life? Are you helping them? Are you informing them? Are you entertaining them? You know, people spend so much time doing all these other like things that sometimes don't even matter, and they're forgetting about the most important thing, which is the video itself. Remember, the reason we're called video influencers is because we're creating some kind of video to influence somebody's life in some way. So you got to have some dope content. Level 10, you guys.
Exactly. And when it comes to your content, you know, just think about how can you make it inspiring, motivational, educational, informational, you know, maybe building community. Like, it doesn't have to do all of those things, but before you ever publish something, think about what kind of value does it deliver? Like, is it gonna cause someone to laugh? Is it gonna cause someone to learn something? Is it gonna cause someone to be inspired? Is it gonna cause someone to just wanna share because they're so awed and enamored by it, or whatever it is? Now, obviously, creating good content is tough, but you really wanna think about that. If you're not sure, like, I'm not sure what kind of value this video is gonna deliver, you might wanna work on it a little bit better or a little bit longer to strengthen the content.
Boom. Weakness number 6, assumptions. You know, you guys just assume that people know about what's going on with your channel. If you guys know a little bit about our intros, about how we make our videos, we not only introduce the topic, but we like introduce who we are and what we do on this channel every single time, because that's the beauty of YouTube. It is a search engine. There's this huge community, and you never know who's gonna stumble on your channel that's never heard about you guys or the great content you're putting out there.
And let us know, guys, in the comments if you've seen any of these mistakes or some of the biggest mistakes you see people make on YouTube. And assumptions is a big one. I mean, one of the things we see people do is they'll say something like this. They'll go, "Hey guys, welcome back to the channel." They don't introduce themselves, and they're assuming, "I'm coming back to the channel." Well, guess what, sis? It's my first time here. So I'm not sure who you are, and I'm not being welcomed back. So you're always talking to two audiences. You're talking to your current subscribers, but you also want to be talking to new people. So don't assume people already know who you are. Don't assume people are interested in your content. You know, when you're first getting discovered on YouTube, I think some people just assume. They'll say things like, "Yo, make sure you subscribe." You haven't won someone's trust yet if you really push subscribing too long. Just let the content speak for itself, and people are gonna subscribe. Don't assume people just wanna, you know, subscribe, right? I think that it's probably good to assume conservative things. Man, do people know me yet? How can I make this content so good I don't have to beg for subscribers? I can actually just inspire subscribers. Really, some assumptions can really be hurting you. So what are maybe some of the assumptions you're making that you need to kill to level up your content and grow faster?
Boom. You guys, do us a favor. Before we get into number 7, hit that like button and comment below. Are you guys feeling like these are things that are relevant for you? Are you learning new things? We love engaging with you guys, and we would appreciate those comments and obviously those likes. Mistake number 7, inconsistent content. Man, you know, a lot of people are struggling on YouTube, right? You have challenges, especially if you're just starting. You're not getting subscribers. You're not getting views. But man, if you're not putting up content regularly, you're not going to have a chance to just learn, to observe from your results, right? To have failures, to have successes. So inconsistent content is one of the biggest mistakes people are making when it comes to not growing fast, because you have to have a lot of uploads to get better at this thing called YouTube.
Absolutely. You know, inconsistency is so important. And while you may have heard this tip before, really think about it. Like, how consistent are you being right now? And here's the other aspect of inconsistent content, not just uploading regularly, being consistent with the type of content that you're delivering. You know, it would be a little bit weird. Benji is super passionate about green juice. He's super passionate about cooking. He's got a YouTube channel with like a couple hundred cooking videos and green juice videos. But if all of a sudden tomorrow we uploaded a video here on this channel, he's like, hey guys, I'm going to be talking about how to make some green juice. You might be like, that's not consistent with the message of your channel, with the niche of what you guys are creating. You know, we promised you that we want to help you build your influence, make more income, and ultimately create a greater impact with online video. If we create content that is not consistent with that message, it does not belong on this channel. Inconsistent content as far as frequency, but also as far as messaging, could be hurting your growth. You make those few tweaks to your plan and you can start growing a lot faster.
Boom. Mistake number 8, low engagement. Guys, remember, the thing that makes YouTube and social media in general different than anything else that's happened before is there's a lot of engagement. There's a community. You have fans that can connect with you. Just like we're doing this broadcast for you guys, we can read your comments, reply back to you, and it's really important to do so. I mean, not just on your YouTube, on social media. And that's how superstars are born on this platform. When you think of the most popular people tell me often in the interviews that they spend almost as much time engaging after the upload as they did creating the video itself. So consider that, and don't forget to engage with your followers.
Yeah, so let us know too, have you ever had maybe somebody you look up to engage with you on social media? Maybe they replied to you on Twitter, maybe they sent you a message back on YouTube or commented back to you on YouTube, and what did that feel like? Like, what did that mean to you? Keep in mind that anybody that leaves a comment, that anybody that tags you in social media, you should reply to them. I mean, we're talking everywhere too, and we're definitely talking about YouTube, but there's something so powerful about building depth with your community. Reply to Instagram comments, reply to tweets, reply to comments on YouTube as best as you can. Especially when you're growing, you want to build that connection in that community, and low engagement can really hurt your growth because people will keep looking for somebody else, especially when they don't know you yet. You know, how can you go a little bit extra, you know, go a little bit further than what everybody else is doing so that you can stand out and make a deeper connection with your community?
Mistake number 9, content over tactics. Well, it's not really a mistake, you know. We were talking about this. Why we put this in there and why it's so important is a lot of people want the shortcuts, you know, like the secrets, the tactics to grow their channel fast, when, you know, when it comes down to it, it's all about the content. Sean, you know, talk about this because you are like the king of tactics, of like shortcuts, ninja moves, but you and I both know it's all about that content.
Absolutely. And so the reason we say content is greater than tactics, and a big mistake that we see creators make, is they focus so much on tactics that, again, one of the things you might want to take a step back from and say, wait a minute, how good is my content? Like, I want to level up my content first, because the best tactics in the world, even the best titles, the best thumbnail, the best tags, the best description, if the content is not solid, the best tactics in the world are not going to help it. These are inseparable. You definitely need both to really get to grow. I've heard it said that content is king, but marketing is queen, and she runs the household, but you still need both. So are you focused too much in tactics? Are you kind of looking around being like, hey, if I only had a better tag, what tag is going to grow my YouTube channel? And man, tags are so important. In fact, if you haven't watched our free webinar, it's at learnvideo.live, and it's an hour-long training. If you have watched it, check that out. Let us know in the comments what you thought, what you learned. But on that webinar, of course, we talk about all kinds of tactics, all kinds of, you know, tags, descriptions, how to get ahead. But what we want to remind you is focus on the content.
Yep.
Level up your content and then worry about the tactics.
Boom. If you guys are just chiming in, we're teaching you guys how to grow fast on YouTube in 2018. Leave us the comments of where you guys are watching from. I'm going to let Sean take number 10, but to introduce it, number 10 mistake, bad AVL.
Come on, say it with me, friends. AVL. How's your AVL game going right now? Do you know what it is? In fact, type it in the comments, AVL. Does anybody want to guess what that means? Let's talk about it. AVL, audio, video, lighting, right? And if you want to grow on YouTube, you can't have bad AVL. Now here's the thing. People get stuck. They think, I need the best camera in the world. I need thousands of dollars of lighting. I need a fancy microphone. That's not what I mean. That's not what we're talking about. But we're just talking about if your video's super shaky, get a tripod. If you don't have a tripod, do what Benji's wife Judy used to do, and she stacked up shoe boxes and put a point and shoot camera on it, but still the video wasn't shaky, you know? Think about standing by a window, having some good light. Think about not shooting next to a train station or not shooting next to an airport, you know, but someplace where the audio is quiet. Now, of course, if you can get a little bit of a microphone, if you can level up your camera, that can help. But just think about how to have the best audio. People just need to be able to hear you. Some good video quality. People need to be able to see you. And one of the most powerful parts actually about video is actually lighting.
Yeah.
And maybe you should upgrade your lighting before you upgrade your camera, because the best camera in the world with poor lighting doesn't looks worse than a not very good camera with really great lighting. And so just investing in a few things, a few accessories from Amazon, and we have a tech series coming out soon here on Video Influencers, so make sure you're subscribed here for that content that's coming your way. Some budget options to level up your AVL so people can see you and hear you to make the connection with your content.
Boom. Mistake number 11, quitting too early. You guys, this is a marathon. It's not a sprint. And of course, this video is all about growing fast, but don't get us wrong. You need to commit for the long haul. You know, the days of growing and really like being able to be part of this community and have like subscribers, you know, in a few months is past us. With every day, more people interested in becoming a YouTuber and being part of this community and more competition, you gotta hustle. And part of that hustle is just being committed to know that this could take you 3 or 4 years. There's no guarantee, but what we see oftentimes in the pursuit of growing fast is people quitting too early.
Absolutely. So just don't quit too early. And we're going to do some Q&A right now. So if you got a question, throw it in the question box and put it in the comments below. And put a couple question marks in front of it, like 4 questions in front and behind so we can really see your question. And then if you got value out of this, smash that like button, and maybe share somebody or tag somebody or put this out on social if you found that this video was valuable. But our final tip for the mistakes we see people make is we see people quit too early.
Yeah.
We see people give up too early. You know, and that could mean a lot of things. I think even personally, some of you have heard my story where we now have video influencers and this channel is doing great thanks to you guys. And I've got Think Media. We just crossed 500,000 subscribers over there. But a lot of people don't know that I got a channel called Clear Vision Media, Think International, and a Sean Cannell channel that like never really went anywhere. So I had really like 3 failure channels, you could say, in order to get to some successes.
Yeah.
But what would have happened if I would have just thought, oh man, I hadn't figured it out yet and I gave up too early? I don't know how you're feeling right now, but don't give up. You know, keep putting out videos, but keep learning. Look for new tips, look for new strategies. Keep doing self-discovery, figuring out who you are, what you're passionate about, so you can find your niche, your unique spot. It took me years to find my niche. I did a lot of testing, a lot of experimenting, had some successes on the journey, but just don't give up too early.
And you know, just to speak to that, Sean and myself have been doing this for 10 years before we even started Video Influencers. And we're not telling you that to depress you, right? We're not saying it's gonna take 10 years for you guys, but that's why we have this channel. We're telling you things that will speed up the process. That's why we made this video. But don't get us wrong. You're gonna have to be committed for the long haul, and just know that part of learning isn't just us teaching you, it's about you observing your results. So like uploading consistently, seeing how people react. That's why engagement is so important, because your fans, your viewers gonna tell you how they like the video, how to make it better, and that happens with pure hustle, lots of work. So don't quit early, be hopeful, and know that you guys can do this. Sean, should we get into some Q&A?
Let's do some Q&A.
Yeah.
I got a couple questions ready right here.
Yep.
One great question from Movie Review says, how can we market our channel on YouTube itself? And probably the best answer to that, we'll just send you to learnvideo.live. That is a deep dive, hour-long YouTube training that really talks about how to get discovered on YouTube itself using search, getting videos. So if you haven't watched that free webinar, Movie Reviews, check that out at learnvideo.live. And
I got a question, yeah. So Matt Q asked, So if you post more, does it reach out to more people? Well, this is what I say about videos. It's like hooks in the sea, right? If you only have one hook in the sea, you only can catch one fish. But if you got 100, that's not just that many more fish that you can get, or like viewers you can get to watch your videos, but it's that many more times the algorithm or the search machine to be able to find your videos and match them up to people. So in a way, yes, that is true, but don't get us wrong. You want to upload and optimize and improve your content so it gets better. So you're not like having to upload, 2 or 3 in a week, maybe once a week, because you're just getting so good, so like efficient with what you're putting out there, and have like a purpose to it so that it's actually connecting with viewers that turn into subscribers.
Absolutely. It's Jess J. Dub says, do you have to follow trends in order to get noticed? And the answer is probably no, but why wouldn't you want to follow trends? Now, here's what I mean. I think you should follow trends in your niche. Like just because some famous vlogger is doing something, or there's some challenge going around on YouTube, if that's not relevant for your niche, you should not follow that. But here's probably a better question. What trends are happening related to your topic? So for instance, on Think Media, I cover tech. So it's smart for me to cover the latest Canon camera that's causing news, or even do a live stream about something that I don't personally have, but to join the conversation around Sony versus Canon, or to join the conversation around what's hot in my niche. So ask yourself, what are the hot trends and topics in your niche? If that's your niche, your arena, of course you should cover the latest information. It could be medical information if you're doing health. It could be fitness. It could be the latest nutrition findings if it's in green juice and nutrition, right? Every topic, fashion, the latest, what's happening this summer. Of course, one of the best ways to grow on YouTube is to smartly leverage trends, but you don't have to just join the YouTube trends and stay off brand. Stay in line with your topic and your niche.
You guys, thank you so much for watching. We hope that this was helpful. So put in the comments what you guys liked, what you want to see more. A question of the day: what strategies and tactics are you seeing that work for you when it comes to growing fast on YouTube, not just in 2018, but ever? So you guys, we're excited to see those comments down below. Sean, what do you want to say to land the plane here?
Yes, and if you are not subscribed to Video Influencers yet, just click or tap the screen right here. If you want to check out another video from Video Influencers, click or tap the screen right here.
As always, here on Video Influencers, helping you build your influence, income, and impact with online video.
Keep crushing it, and we will talk soon.